Welcome everybody on the Arm Wrestling Showcase, and my goal is to showcase arm wrestling and arm wrestlers from all levels. Today, I'm here with the new number 170 kilo champ, Joseph Meranto. Congratulations,
Thank
man.
You, man. I appreciate that.
Great war with Cody Wood. How are you feeling? So it's been about a week. How are you feeling, man?
Good, man. It took a little bit to set in. You know, the first couple days, the phones blow, everything's blowing up. I've worked for this for a really long time.
Yeah.
I'm super happy, super proud of it.
How much notice did they give you before taking this match?
About 3.5 weeks.
Wow, 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, so not too long at all.
Yeah.
We agreed to a catch weight. Cody walks around a little heavier. I was floating upper 150s, 160-ish, so we just agreed to that due to the short notice.
Yeah.
So Cody was able to come in as big and as strong as he could, you know, and I was still floating around 150. But that was good.
So after the weigh-in, you said he weighed at the table like 180?
I was hearing rumors, yes. I was hearing rumors because he was able to gain some weight since we met at 77 kilos, 169 pounds-ish.
Okay.
So he was able to gain weight in advance for this. And a lot of the guys will do water cuts, so he was able to cut down quite a bit. And I heard he's floating around 180, low 180s at the match.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take this opportunity, man, to kind of break down the match. I was there at East versus West Texas. We were all cheering for you.
Yep.
I mean, you're making Arizona proud. We all knew you could get the W, but it was a pretty damn hard match, man.
No, absolutely. I mean,
did it go like you expected, or?
I didn't know how it would go. You know, I really. And like I said before, there's not a lot of videos out there of Cody losing. He hasn't been beat in quite a while. I knew he was good everywhere. He's super versatile. He can hook. He can top roll. He's fast. He's big. He's strong. He's got every attribute to be a phenomenal arm wrestler. So I didn't expect him to be as fast as he was. And he was timing to go absolutely perfectly every single time. I knew, I felt a little bit, if I could stop it, it would be very manageable. Luckily, I was able to stop it in the third round. We were able to go into a hook, and after that, felt pretty comfortable.
So those first 2 rounds, so kind of walk me through your mindset. And so you said on the first two matches, two rounds, he just got a first hit on you.
Perfect start. I missed the go.
You missed the go.
Both rounds, and Cody, he was way too strong to catch. I know in the first round, I had something an inch away from the pad, way too strong to be able to come back from that. So he's one of those guys, if you give him an inch, he'll take it a mile. You're not going to catch him an inch away from the pad. His hit was phenomenal.
I saw him posting up super high in the first 2 rounds, so it looks like he was going for a low hand on you. Did you feel that, or what did you feel in the first 2 rounds?
I felt more of a high hook with pronation engaged. He was setting up pretty far back. You know, I like to try to set up as close as I can. His setup was tricky too, so he could do a number of different things from his setup. So, and I was so focused on what was going on and watching the hands. You know, he switched it up. He didn't do the same thing twice, really, except for the first 2 rounds. But he's extremely smart. So, his setup felt phenomenal. He loaded quite a bit. I wasn't expecting that in the beginning. I just had to catch him.
So that third round, you were just going a little bit faster to get that hook in, and
I mean, I was gonna do everything I can, whether it be false start, test the water, see what I could get away with. Luckily enough, I timed it perfectly in that round, and I felt more confident going forward.
Now, when you sunk the hook in, what did you feel that third round? What I really want to know is, how is this hook power versus Kevin Palco? I mean, Kevin Palco is super strong in the hook. What did you feel in there?
Kevin's a phenomenal inside arm wrestler. So round 1 with Kevin outside of the strap at King of the Table, he felt a little better than Cody. Of course, the strap changes many things. I was able to get, I believe my first pin on Cody was outside of the strap.
Yeah.
So he felt really sticky at the bottom. If I can get to my A side of the table, I felt very comfortable to stay there.
So who was stronger in the hook, Kevin Palco or Cody? What do you think? Or different? About
different. About the same, but different. Definitely different. Kevin prefers to be on that defensive, so his lock right there is very good. Cody's very sticky at the bottom of the pad. I think Cody is stickier at the bottom of the pad than Kevin.
Nice, man. How did that victory feel? I mean, I would say it's probably, in my opinion, greatest comeback I've ever seen. I mean, someone being down 2-0 and everybody was you know, they were kind of writing you out.
Yeah.
How did that victory feel at the end?
It felt great, and nobody had me winning.
Yeah.
Nobody, every poll, nobody had me winning this match. So to be able to go in there, and the same with Kevin, because I'm not too known. So to be able to go in there and actually make a statement and come out with the win, it felt really good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Now, a couple of things. I saw you. I know you're mainly known for your right arm. I saw you after pulling with Valen Lowe, who's a little bit heavier than you, on the left. And you know, I'll be honest. I mean, you were kind of handling him in the after pull. Obviously, super strong. Are you going to be competing with your left at those high-end matches?
I would love to. My left is really good. I haven't competed left too much, but my left and right are different. My right's by far the stronger arm, but my left, I think it could definitely make some waves in the rankings for sure.
Yeah, Engen, so you heard that. Set this man up with the match on the left arm. Let's do it. Now, tell me a little bit. So you dominated USA. What's next for you? I mean, do you think you're ready for, like, you know, Daniel? We know Daniel stuff is the number 170 kilo. He beat I think his name is Arzan Astapian.
Yeah.
So he beat him. Do you think you're ready to take those guys on?
Two incredible arm wrestlers. All I can do is try. You know, I mean, I always doubt myself a lot going into the match. Like I didn't know if I was ready for Kevin. I didn't know if I was ready for Cody. So I mean, I really don't know. You know, I feel like I'm surprising myself and a lot of other people along the way. So I'll never say no to a match. You know, I'll arm wrestle whoever they throw in front of me.
Well, that's awesome.
Not scared of losing.
100%, man. Now, also, like, so people want to know out there, how long have you been arm wrestling?
About 4.5 years.
4.5 years, and you're this strong. I always want to know, like, when you came in, were you at a high level when you came in, or how do you assess that?
I've always enjoyed arm wrestling. I've always been decent at it, you know, growing up in school and all that. Never really knew it was a real thing until around 2020-ish. COVID started. Demi came out with the Arm Bet app. Went to my first practice. My bicep seemed sticky. The wrist and hand, not there. And that's usual. You know, that's common for new arm wrestlers. So I was lucky ever since the first practice. I loved it. I fell in love with it. It was consistent every single week and never missed a practice. And
because you come in from a powerlifting background, right? Okay. Right. What were some of your numbers when you were powerlifting, just so people understand that you were high level in powerlifting as well?
Yeah, so I competed in powerlifting. I think I had my first match or my first meet when I was probably 10 or 11 years old.
Wow.
I ended up doing that till I was about 18. I competed in the 60 kilo class. I was like 140-ish, 150. I believe my bench around that time was 300 squat, 380.
When you were 18?
Yeah, 18.
Okay,
17,
nice.
18.
Okay.
And all at 150 pounds, 145 pounds.
Yeah, so you came in strong with that base already, which definitely helped you out.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's incredible, man. Now, your training, so we're here. This is our local dojo, guys. I'm going to take you kind of back there so we can film some footage with Joseph training, pulling with some of the athletes here in Arizona. They're all incredible. He does this. It's once a week, right?
Yeah, so once a week I get on the table. Every other day I'll do a table and pulley workouts of very specific things.
Every other day or every day?
Every other day.
Every other day.
So I do every other day. And I'll fill in the spare days with traditional gym exercises as well.
Now, when you train, is it 80%, 40, 50%? Are you ramping up, or how do you train?
So right now, after this match, I'm kind of building back up into things. Injured my shoulder about 4 weeks. So I've been dealing with that. So
prior to the match.
Prior to the match.
So you were not even 100%.
I have.
That's scary.
This was not the strongest I've gone in. This is not the strongest I've been.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think if I was, you know, at the level I have been, it would have been a little different, the match with Cody. But I know I'm very happy that I did come out with the victory. Not 100%. My working weights going into this match for the last 3 to 4 weeks have been like 55 pounds internal rotation, just rehab. And I'm usually doing just 115 to 120.
So you didn't get a chance to kind of peak at the top weights that you normally do when you prepare?
Not at all.
Okay.
No. So this was probably one of my worst preps.
Wow.
Just because of the
and you're still
weeks.
number one, so long runway to go. That's awesome.
It was all rehab and just making sure, just trying to keep the shoulder as healthy as possible going into this.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time.
Absolutely, man.
I'm going to let you get back to it. Again, stick around, guys. We're going to film some footage of Joseph pulling training. Appreciate everybody's time.
Deep inside off his back. Brave guy. Keep doing that.
I've been battling with shoulders since before coming. I started in Vegas to shop around. Oh no. Just perked up a little bit. Different? A bit, yeah. I wouldn't do that in loading.
Come from the other side. You'll get better light.
Okay. I'm in the Gladys to the damage. Originally from Arkansas. So I've been out here since November. Big difference. I've lost 22 pounds. So I'm trying to get down to like 220.
Yeah, I knew it. That smile said I understand it now.
That's what you get me. A lot, man. You know who's a good trainer? This guy right here. It's like, I've worked out for about half. But I'm always on wrestling my dad or goofed off with my brothers and back and tell me. I can see most of his videos on YouTube. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. Got on Facebook and looked up Armwrestling and found this place.
Alright, I'm moving to the back of the line now. You guys go ahead. Over to the left now. You stop for a while.
The thing is, it's slow pulling and training. It doesn't really. When you think about it, it's like him pulling me and then me 270 pounds pulling a 350 pound guy. You know what I mean? So it's really, if anything, it's easier for these guys because they're a lot faster.
Yeah. I know, right?
The bigger guys say that's so it's like when it comes to tournaments, like it's just
We slipped, but they called it a flag code. I do want to practice. Kind of like in the same way.
yeah, it's so weird because like with him like practice pulling like
Significantly strong.
and then I'll show you a video like he just
You gotta show me. That's exactly how you was doing. Stronger than
so like so pulling I'll be like too. Like,